Okay, we have our first request to one of the few fans out there. This is for you, Sierra. Here we go. A square with an area of 2 is inscribed in a circle. What is the area of the circle? Give us some answers. I'm not going to have you pause the video this time because I know a lot of you already tried this question, so we're just going to get right into it. You know, first things first. I mean, if it's the SAT, they're going to concede you this formula. If it's the ACT, they will not, but that's pretty harmless. We should know that. Let's get a picture here and see if we can make sense of this. So we have a square, and that's inscribed, so that just means the square is inside the circle. And well, that's not half bad. All right, so the first challenge is that the area of the square is 2. Well, so I guess the first thing then we should try to figure out the dimensions of the square. You know, and they always use these little tricky numbers. I mean, if the square had an area of 4, I'm pretty sure we would all agree the sides are just 2, right? 2 times 2 is 4. If the square had an area of 9, the sides would just be 3. So it seems, right, it looks like it's just the square root of the area. So a side of the square should just be radical 2. Now, if we can just get the radius of the circle, you know, we should be good to go. We should just pop that in the formula, and we should have the answer. So there's the center. The biggest problem kids will do, they'll draw the radius up, they'll draw the radius there. That's going to go outside the square. There's really no way to account for that distance. So as we should all know by now, when we draw radii in harder circle problems, it's got to go diagonally. So I can do it that way. And now we know a square, we learned this probably in 3rd grade, right? These are all 90 degrees. We just have a right triangle there. So we can do the Pythagorean theorem. So let's see how that shakes out. It's the square root of 2 squared plus the square root of 2 squared should give us this. We'll just call that the diagonal squared. Square root of 2 squared is just 2. 2 again, that gives us d squared. So 4 is d squared, making d equal to 2. So if the whole diagonal is 2, I guess it's fair to say that this will split to 1 and 1, making the radius equal to 1. Take that, pop it in the formula. 1 squared is 1. 1 times pi is just pi. So there you go.